What's up, leaders? All right, we can do a whole bunch of introductions. You can get to know me, you can get to know Brad, you can get to know the Academy, the ins and outs. But if you don't know how to learn, how to approach the content in this Academy, it's going to be a waste of your time, a waste of your money, just a waste. Okay, and that is not what I want for you. That is like the complete opposite of what I want for you. This cannot be a waste of your time. That is not why so many hours, countless nights, staying up late have been put in to creating this Academy. So how do you learn in this Academy? That's what I want to talk about. The first thing, you've got to have the right mindset as you go. And part of this orientation module for the Academy, we talk about that. We talk about being committed. We're going to talk about how to put yourself in the right environment and the right social circle so that you're going to be supported with the things that you learn in this Academy. So that's going to be super important, and you're going to review that later. But I need you to buckle down and understand that when you go to learn, when you go to watch the modules in this Academy, specifically talking about the modules, okay? There's the Slack channel, the Facebook group. You can do that on the fly as you're going, you're at school, you're riding to work, you're on the bus. Like you can literally do that anywhere, from a beach, from your bedroom, whatever. But these Academy trainings here in the module, these are custom-made trainings to take those skills that are going to help you be successful in your career that you need to develop right now, but it's going to be taught to you, okay, to students who are trying to figure this out, who are ambitious, who are ready to take action. And so you have to know that this is so much better than YouTube. These videos do not exist. Okay, they do not exist anywhere else. To have this type of content taught specifically for you, to students, to your situation, to the teachers that you're going to work with, to the classmates, to the effects that social media has. This is today's training for you to catapult your career. Okay, so here's what I want you to do. When you sit down and approach these Academy trainings, the modules as we get into communication and personal organization and public speaking and building good relationships, networking, all of it. Okay, you need to sit down and know that that's what you're going to do for 15 minutes at a time. Every single video in this Academy is less than 15 minutes. Every single one. Okay, and we do that to, one, be respectful of your time, but two, to make them jam-packed full of exactly what you need. Only what you need. Okay, and so I want you to keep that in mind. Okay, these are going to be short, powerful. You have 15 minutes a day. I promise you that. I promise you. That might mean one less episode on Netflix, but is your future worth it? I hope so. Okay? So that's the first thing. Know that these are going to be short and powerful. And if you can do at least one a day, you are going to be on your way to really catapulting your success. Okay? So the next thing that I have for you is to get there'll be two different ways you could approach this. One, if you are someone who likes to write things out, handwritten, then I would get a notebook of some kind. Okay, and so what I use is called the Nomadic Journal. Okay, the Nomadic Notebook. It's this company called Nomadic. They do a planner too that I really like, but we're going to talk about that in the personal organization module. The Nomadic Notebook is just a big notebook full of lined paper. Okay, and I want you to take notes as you go through this module and any module and through this Academy. You have to have a way to write down what you learn. Now that can be written like in this notebook, or you can use a phone app, type it out in a notes app, type it out on Evernote, or even in Slack, like type out your own, like you'll have your own little channel within Slack and you can type out things in there. Okay, so either way, you've got to take notes in this Academy. You have to take notes. And the reason for that is psychologically, right? Again, my background is in performance psychology. So it's great to be able to hear it. It's great to be able to see it. And the more senses that you're going to involve in your learning, the more you're going to remember it, the more you're going to internalize the content. So one, you're going to see it and hear it through a video. Hi, that's me, okay, and that's Brad, and that's the other people that you'll see here in this Academy and the modules and the videos. But also, if you feel it, that's where writing or typing comes in. Preferred is writing. If you can write it, you'll remember it even more. I don't care if you never look at it again. I really don't. but writing it is going to help you remember it so much more. It's going to help you internalize it so much more. Okay, so not only watch it, not only hear it, but also feel it. Okay, you got to write it down. Write it down with a pen. Write it down on your phone. Type it out, and that's what's really going to help you. Okay, so here's how I organize my notebook. This notebook I use specifically for learning. Anything that I do to learn. So what I do is I open it up and I've got a table of contents right here. That's the first page. And what I do is I'll list out like what it was that I was learning from. So if it was like an online course or a webinar or a video or whatever, a book I'm reading. And then I'll do like the dot lead kind of thing like you do on Word documents. Like dot, 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 dot to the page number. And then I number the pages in here. And then I just go, and within there, like I like to use different colors of pens because they mean different things. Like red, if I write something in red, it's a very clear action item, something to do. Black is just basic stuff. Blue is like direct quotes from the book or the video. Green is like the summary, the summarizing point, and purple is like any exercise that they write out. Like if they give step-by-step processes, that's what I write out. You don't have to do that. You can find your own way. I just want to explain how I approach learning in these same type of situations, these same type of online academies and things like that. So I write those out, okay? So you can see like I've got notes here and I just keep going page by page by page. If I fill this up, this table of contents, I just go to the next break where I'm at and I start the next table of contents. The reason I really like this nomadic notebook is because it has 3 little tassels here that are, you know, all that you help you divide things out. So you can have it like in your first, you know, where your next page is, where your second table of contents is as you get further, like where the third table of contents is, and that's totally fine. It also has a little gap so you can fit a pen. I lost my pen somewhere, but you can fit a pen right there, which is cool. Anyway, if you're interested in that, let me know. I can send you a link for the nomadic notebook. But the point is that you approach your learning with intent to learn. If you're just going to watch it just to watch it, like purely just to have a check mark next to that video that you've watched it, it's a complete waste of time. You have to approach these videos with the intent to learn. Okay, and the last phrase that I want you to remember about this is to connect the classroom to your career. And then in this case, to connect this academy to your classroom and to your career. Okay, I say the phrase connect the classroom to your career a lot because I want to help you take what you're learning at school, connect it to your career. Well, now I'm trying to help you, I'm trying to equip you in this academy, and so is Brad and anyone else that we have in here, to help connect this academy so that you can succeed at school as a student and you can succeed as a professional in literally any career field that you are going to pursue. Okay, so think about that. I'm going to, and like this training again is going to be specifically customized to you. So we're going to say, approach your teachers and talk to them in this way. Approach and work with your classmates in your next group project in this way. And then when you get to work, talk to your boss this way. Talk to your coworkers this way. We're going to lay it all out there and use that terminology that you're used to, but it's up to you to actually put it to practice. Okay, to put it to practice. So 1, know that these are going to be short, powerful trainings, okay? Short and powerful to the point. 2, you have to be having the intent to learn. You better take some notes. And again, this notebook is something that like I've done in the past. I can't 100% say I've gone back and like read through every single one of them. Sometimes they just sit on the shelf. You see these? That's what these are. Okay? It's okay if you never go look back at it. I keep it just in case, but it's okay if you never go look back at it because you remember. You remember because you see it, you hear it, and you feel it as you write it. Okay? And then the last thing is you have to have intent to connect what we're going to talk about in this academy to your classroom and to your career. I promise you your GPA is going to go up. I promise you your happiness is going to go up. I promise you that you're going to be able to get into the big school that you want to or get that job. I promise that you will if you have the intent and then you're ready to take action. Okay, and that's the last piece. Action takers get what they want, and I want everything for you, but I can't do it for you. So be ready to take action. Okay, learn how to learn as we approach this academy. We're going to have some fun. We're going to talk about fun things. We're going to do it in a fun way that's engaging and participate, ask questions, literally anytime. That is why I'm here. But you have got to learn the right way with intent and put in the work. All right, put in the work. So let's go. Let's go. I will see you on the next video. Let's keep this going. I'm super excited. This is a movement and we're going to change the world. Okay, nix your limits, man. I'll see you on the next video.